Hello and welcome to another replay analysis 7.27c. We've got a Techies game. This is actually recommended by someone named bsk.Wynter, as you can see right here. He has got the pig Techies skin. And I think this is going to be an offlane. Okay, I know he. Okay, this for the record, this guy plays a ton of. The silence is a little slow though, not enough to get the actual rune. He's gonna take a lot of damage. He's gonna get slowed on down. He's looking for help from the Pudge, but he should be fine by being able to juke through the trees. Yeah, he's got. Okay, so you got the hook up on the Earthshaker, and you didn't get the rune on that one. So I don't know if that was incredible value. One thing to note though is that this Pudge did go level 1 hook, okay, and obviously he's the support there. I prefer, you know, Flesh Heap and Rot, because it just helps with laning a little bit better. But if this Pudge can make his hooks, and he's already 1 for 1, let's see how things go. Now he's kind of pushing the lane willy-nilly. The silence is up there. He's super okay, so he's aggressive. Notice that he's going with this blast off. Excuse me. He's does quite a lot of damage, but you do need to be a bit careful because. And you're down a level now, as that Earthshaker seems to have gone and left the lane. Okay, so again, first 10 minutes, we're gonna watch Techies' perspective, and then we'll kind of swap it up throughout the game. But I'm not sure how the drafting went, but like, my God, like spiderlings that you can get potential gold mine there. But yeah, like I don't know how you pick this. Like, do you pick it in the first phase or the second? Like, I feel like this Techies is like, okay, piece of cake with the second hook of the game, and he missed that one. But yeah, if you just get run up on, what are you gonna do? Oh, and the Fisher block. Don't give up first blood, sir. Run, run, run. All right. I think the guy in the front is just like telling the guy in the back, push, push, push faster. And you're so low. What do you do? Do you call a Sal? What do you do? Oh no! And you didn't. Mate, you have. Okay, obviously your base damage is ridiculously low. 35. Okay, you went for the deny. Okay, okay. Yeah, you don't need regen. You just kill yourself. Duh. That doesn't give up first blood. He should be back on in the next 7 seconds. Buying out his next items. She TP back. Alright, I think that it really comes down to that second, what was it, the blast off? Like, I'm hoping that, like, if you get the blast off and you get the last hit, I get it, right? That's value, and you're alive. But being 5-0 right now versus the Trolls 15-3, I feel like this is the problem with Techies Offlane, is that he's not really that strong of a laner, right? Being able to just kind of harass the guy out of lane and just kind of dominate, right? Like, Techies doesn't instill fear into the enemy, I would say. But again, the creeps right now are in a perfect spot for you, right out of tower, so you should get all of these last hits very easily. This Pudge needs to get out of there, because all he's doing is just stealing XP from you. Like, yeah, he's looking to deny now, but he doesn't really need to. You don't need his help. Like, he could be making, you know, rotations elsewhere. That's okay. Remote mine. All right. Sorry, the proximity mine. That's fine. A couple shots, but actually, he's higher than you, right? Because he's just been sapping the XP. Yeah, you died in that one. You denied yourself that one time. So, all right. Now, where's this secret spot in terms of placing mines? Okay. I believe you have your soul ring on your way. Putting proximity mines all over the place. Yeah, you do need to stop this. Your Pudge needs to be here. You got the nice last hit there on the range one. Very important. Okay, one thing I noticed, you're not putting the minefield sign places. Did you place that mine to kill these jungle creeps? Like, because you know that pull's gonna happen, right? That's in that, definitely in that direction. But do you get the last hit here? You're playing super cautious. Oh, you're trying to bring it out. Mind you, this is the legend tier. So everybody's a legend here. I think they're all legend 4s and 5s. Just so everybody's aware of where we're kind of talking. Good last hit there. Good last hits. Getting on the range, making sure. Damn! You're like 3 for 3. You don't have boots yet, which is fine. Obviously, you just want to keep placing those those proximity mines, as many as possible, and just be annoying as possible. If you're comboing it well with that Pudge, I mean, that hook into that proximity mine does a lot of damage. And then obviously you've got the blast off. Oh, you were charging it. Oh, Evil Knievel. Actually, you stopped it on that one. Oh, you missed the last hit on that one. Okay. Okay, so you killed the range. That's one way of killing it. You're putting proximity mines covering your rear. It is 5 minutes. I noticed that your Pudge is very slow to react on that. Okay, a little bit more. You're not getting as many last hits as I think that you should be doing. And pretty much the troll has been free farming it, right? Like, you know the Earthshaker's in that top left. Like, if you're going to be so far off, why don't you play the support 4? Right? Like, I feel like Techies, in my opinion, can be played. And we saw it in yesterday's stream about how an aggressive Techies can be and annoying they are just by controlling. Oh! That hook is off the mark. There's the creep. Creep's like, what the hell, dude? Glyph has now been used. Okay. But, I mean, in yesterday's stream, there was an aggressive Techies, but mind you, he was an offlane as well. Oh, God. And you've got gone on Fisher there. Blast off. You don't get it off in time in the extra trolls. Okay, so you got the Earthshaker. Obviously not great for you. Good for your Pudge. You got that extra kill, made sure that he capitalized on that, throwing him into the mine and whatnot. You got to stop that self. I think that's super important by that Pudge. Not being able to do that. You do have Tranquils. So you'll just be super annoying, just planting. You have like the infinite combo with life and soul ring. Should be okay. Missed that last hit there. Okay, so 41-9, man. This is what I'm talking about, right? If you want to play Techies Offlane, you need to do a better job of zoning out. You have done 0 attacks on him, and I understand that he's got a ranged as well, but yeah, like that. You need to be more aggressive, right? You need to instill fear into the lane. Like, he can't just be happily farming. Start denying. I would not push the lane, and I would start denying your guys. Okay, apparently you can't listen to me. Why is that? Alright, this is a replay for the record. So more mines are coming down. And yeah, the trolls actually had to back off. If you're going to push it with the proximity mines, then you also need to deny your guys. Alright. Okay, good. And you can back off. Probably do a pull up here. Nope, I probably would have pulled this camp. But Pudge is looking for that hook. And the school bus of children just walking by, blocking the hook. But yeah. I'm wondering if they have vision. It seems like that, like, I mean, yeah, the troll suspects something is up. But okay, yeah, your 48 damage is not going to really do it with that base damage being so low. So this is the time where you're wasting time. Like, what are you doing, right? Like, you need to... Okay, now you're looking bottom lane, but... yeah, that's going to miss. But I would pull. Like, you're wasting time right now. Like, just watching people. Now you're trying to go for the soccer goal. You missed on that one. But, like, you should have pulled this camp. Like, when you were wasting time right there. Because you're giving away 4 creeps, he's just going to get further and further ahead. He's level 7 to your level 5. If you want to man-fight this guy, he's just going to beat you up. Yeah, you might deny yourself, but at the end of the day, if he stays in lane and he survives, like, you're kind of messed up. So now you're going for the pull. Oh, no, you don't. You don't go for the pull. You should have gone for the pull. You're not level 6 at 8 minutes. Okay. Yeah. You're giving away free gold. You're making it too obvious for him. And this might be a laning thing, right? Where the troll just kind of has a slight... you're making it too easy for him. Like, you're pushing the lane when you should not be pushing the lane. Don't just right-click willy-nilly. There has to be a rhyme or reason, right? Like, if you... Like, you're making it too easy for him. Oh my gosh, he's going to be able to get... Oh, he can phase boot away, and he's just going to farm up all your mines. Mind you, I don't think you realize that there's a sentry there. Okay. Yeah, that's a little harder to get to. But he does see this, and yeah, I mean, that's free gold for him. So now you're level 6. One thing to note is that if he's killing stuff, like, you saw him attacking your stuff, like, you have to realize that they do have some sort of detection here, right? Like, they can see stuff. Alright, the stasis into the old remote trap there.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Just pushing the lane. We got Tranquil, so you don't give. Did I? All right, we went for last hit instead. Now you get the deny. Okay, cool. First 10 minutes. You're like setting up for this wombo combo here. If some poor folk steps there, but you have to realize it's also 10 minutes. Who in your top lane is looking to secure runes? Are you reacting to this? Are you helping your team by taking that rune, which is actually very important right now? As I say that, it looks like Tinker's actually going to be making the journey himself. And that's going to be the end of that. But you need to deny more. You need to... Stasis out here. Like, I don't feel like you're utilizing this creep camp enough, especially as an offlaner. Okay, Troll here, he does a ring of it. Man, he's doing pretty well. Blast off there, you're getting low-ish. Missed the last hit. Again, it's so hard to hit last hit with this guy, so I'm just judging you, but there's no way I would be able to do it. But yeah, 54 base, man. 54 base is super rough, right? He's 100 plus on that guy, so you're gonna have a hard time just trying to get any sort of last hit. So you're kind of zoned out, right? And this is why, again, like, I don't like Techies players, so I don't really like you. Second thing is that I don't really like offlane Techies because of this as well. I feel like he's not, like, you need that strong, like, combo, right? That, like, maybe you have a little bit of burst between somebody, like, you get the blast off in addition to, you know, some other stun, reliable stun, something of that sort, just so that you have enough burst to kill him, you know? But you're doing it solo seems a really lackluster at this point. Yeah, if he runs up on you, okay, you got your creep buddies, you should be fine now. So you're a little bit behind in terms of leveling. All right, let's look at the net worth now. You're just really, like, is he gonna walk into this? Like, obviously that stasis trap should just be able to deny, or like, should lock him into place, and then you should be able to react. You've got enough, right? Like, this, the bear trap is set. But what else? Press the attack one more time into that. Did you get a last hit on this? I don't think that was really worth it. I think you took a lot of unnecessary damage for that. Oh, creep. Oh my god, your base is so low. Oh. Yeah, that was definitely not worth it. He had to rage out of that to keep himself alive. But yeah, like, because you're slower than him, there's really no way. And now you're kind of like, okay, so you got him at the end of that one. Okay, so good. I hate the fact that you can set off remote mines from the dead. But you can, and that sucks actually. But all right, let's check out the other lanes. Your silencer is position, I think he was a position 5. Yeah, he has been. But he's only level 5 at this point. The shaman with his invisibility reveals himself and he just either shocks him. The hook actually hits the silencer. And the pink was there. You got the cleave. That should be a bitch. There's no way he survives. Oh, the wards were even dropped. Get him out. Dig him out. Yeah, that's too much damage. Okay, so he got something out of it. But in the end, the silencer got smarter. Now, what do? Right? Like, these are super defensive mines, right? What is the state of the game? Okay? You have a Broodmother who's been pushing bottom. Would those proximity mines probably be better just kind of defending the bottom lane? And as you do that, oh, nice. But you don't have enough damage. Oh my gosh. You need 500 damage to kill all those spiderlings. Oh, that would have been a gold mine. That would have been amazing. All right, but you got to slow down his approach. You need to start looking at mines of, yeah, this gives vision and all that. But I'm wondering if, like, defending ramps or mining, fortifying all of these places is probably better for you late game or long term, I would say. Because right now everything is so defensive, and you guys are behind, but you're definitely playing like you're behind too, right? And your Tinker right now has been stuck. He's got POT, he's got Soul Ring coming up next. He's a ways away from his blink. The Shaman is just taking away vision and taking over more space. Oh, another one. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Gone too far in. Oh, in the mines? Okay, you're baited. And the Epicenter's been channeled. Nice heals on up. That'll buy you a little bit of time, but I don't know if this is where you want to be. The global silence has now been used. Silencer's running for his life, as are you. The Sand King is on you. He's got the Burrow Strike. Creeps go, creeps go. What was that? You look like, oh, the outplay. The outplay. And then the troll, okay. And then TP on away. The troll's now here. He does have rage though. Or the battle trance, excuse me. The hook right back in, but oh my gosh, he's got the DD. The punch is like, oh shit, my bad. Waste time. Berserker rage, and he gets under. Wow, he went too deep. That was actually a really nice play by Punch. Also a nice play by you. You did keep yourself alive. That Yule's there. And then letting the creeps do enough damage to the Sand King, so you survived in the end. And you're going to get Ags up next. Now, 2 people are dead. The Broodmother, who's been pushing the entire time. Now is the time to create a little bit of space. You need to get this lone druid, this bear, to start working, right? If this bear is pushing, and I mean, yeah, it's only in 8 seconds, but what do? You go back to... Okay, you're going to take the rune. I'm okay with this, actually. Oh, all right. How are you fortifying? Like, you might as well just plant a mine somewhere, right? Like, you have full mana. Like, just plant something, right? Like, you should always have it so that your mana is regenning. Like, it doesn't really matter where it's placed now. At some point, it should help you. Okay. All right, so you killed him with the proximity mine. Oh, now you're so low, and that's taking so scary. So scary. Pudge is now here. You don't have vision. Oh, now you do. The dust. Oh, the 2-man burrow does catch you out. The hook saves you. You Yules him on up. And the Sand King now has probably got to run. He's going to be rotted. Oh, the epicenter is being channeled. Are you going to help him? Oh, the epicenter doing a lot of work. Piece of cake. Okay. Nice play. Because I was wondering if he was attacking, maybe you should have helped out as well, but, you know, you're not really that close to that guy. I get it. But you are super low. And again, okay, you're playing not like the most techies, which is like literally just, you know, fortifying the high ground already, which is fine. And I feel like that's the difference between you and some other techies. And I think you're master tier of this techies. So you do have a couple games under your belt, so to speak. But I would prefer it if you were placing more mines that were aggressive, right? Like, you have a little bit of map control, you have a little space. Nice there. Nice hook into the mine. But my god, aside from mining though, power damage that you're doing, very, very slow. And that's kind of painful to watch, right? But you need to create space with that Tinker. Let him dominate, let him create more space for you. And to ultimately carry this game, because the Lone Druid obviously wants, he needs space as well, and the Broodmother will fall off at some point. Does have Orchid though, something to note. I prefer the Intel over the Quelling Blade. I don't think he really needs that, especially with the Spiderlings there. Earthshaker realizing he's a little low, that he's got 2 bracers, but now has a blink. Sand King doesn't even have a blink yet. This could be the reveal. I don't think he's gonna go in for this, right? There's no way you blink into any of this. Alright, but Shaman here with Aether. This is the traditional build. Probably gonna go Tranquils up next. I mean, he's got mana regen galore, so this guy's pretty okay. Somebody on this team, though, on the dire side, right? With all of this magic damage, with the Tinker, somebody needs to go pipe. I think that really shuts him down. Or, I mean, it limits what he can do. I think that pipe is super important in this game. I'm not seeing that. Pudge, on the other hand, is going to go Aether up next. Already has an urn. Yeah, but how are they going to deal with this AoE of all of these Spiderlings? Is it going to come down to your mines? Is it going to come down to... Okay. Dropping stuff. Okay. More remote mines to kind of just lock it into place. Tinker here does have blink finally. He's got Aether Lens coming up next, and that tower is pushing. This is some of the first some chip damage, at least in the bottom lane. Grove Bow on the silencer. What was that? Oh! Proximity mine. Kill a couple Spiderlings. All right. Still got a spider problem. Echo, he got pulled on in. The global silence has now been used, all for that guy. And Pudge probably needs to run off. He doesn't want to fight that Broodmouth. And Sheeped, and then now Shackled, the silencer, the buyback from Pudge. So what are you doing, right? Like, this is kind of where I'm like, I struggle to have this Techies. Because what are you going to do? Your right-click damage? Like, your right-click damage is so low, man. It's 91. Like, you were charging it up. You gotta kill the wards. Alright. On the back end of this, Pudge finds Zikoblat. Finds the Sand King, who's by himself. He's probably gonna die for this. The Lone Druid is gonna come, but might be too late. You get a lucky stun. Nice fear there. And they do get the Broodmother as well. Oh, nice. And that lucky... Is that lucky or does that skill? I don't know. But that Spirit Prayer just kind of rooting him into place. But yeah. Like, I feel like this is why I'm not a huge Techies fan. Right? Like, when that team fight's going on, you're just like a range creep. You're just like, 97 damage. Woo, 97. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even think you really need to be in that fight. Maybe you could blast off the silence on that occasional one. Maybe you do some AoE damage, kill some spiderlings. I get it, but, like, even then, I didn't really see it. So, sorry. I think my hatred of Techies is showing. I have a hard time. I want everyone to stop playing this hero. I want Valve to delete him. He's so toxic, man. All right. I know you like him, so I'll continue to try to be neutral. Very difficult. Blast off. All right. Awesome. That does a lot of damage, man. Especially level, like 600 damage at level 4. It's quite a lot. Obviously, it does a little bit of damage, but you got Trinkles, so you don't care. But you're kind of sticking around in the mid lane. What are you doing? Right? What is your objective? What are you trying to do? Right? Like, standing around in the middle, I feel like a lot of players do this, but there's really no value, right? Like, if you're maybe... Oh. Okay, you're fine. Throw a strike away. I heard that. You do have your Aghanims. Awesome. Like, okay. There was a game yesterday that I did. I think it was Meridy's game. It was going to be a Naga Siren game. I think that's coming out later today. I'll link that to you. But in that game, you're going to see an aggressive offlane Techies. Not to say that you're playing incorrectly, but there's a lot of good things to take note of what happened in that game. Of how that Techies was making a lot of space and basically made it impossible for them to come back into that game. Like, there's no way that, like, again, I don't want to spoil it too much. Just understand that complete control was used. Echo's now being used. Fisher on that end. Yule's on up. They do have the wards, and they do have the Pudge stuck on the in. And that nice Serpent ward as well. The Epicenter's been channeled, and he dies in the end. Lone Druid continue to go on in, and they're trying to at least get the Shaman. They've gotten 3 so far, and they've lost the Pudge, and that's going to be a 4 for 1. That's going to be a good deal. And here you are, happily farming the wards. Money, money, money. And that should look to be, like, if you run away from this T2 tower, I'm going to stop casting this game. I'm going to stop. Okay, good. Stick. Stay. Stay, Panda Bear. Okay, good. No, don't leave. Okay, all right. You guys are pushing. Woo! Woo! All right, good. You had the glyph on up. That's fine. Probably need to back off on that glyph with the next creep wave, which is still coming. But yeah, everybody back. That's going to probably be the end of that. But glyph has been used. So again, you got to time yourself, right? Like, do you go for that T1 bottom? Probably not, because you're going to refresh the glyph. Some things to note. But you're not... Okay, so the second thing is that you've gone back in here. Like, I would have preferred it if... Because, like, they're going to go into the mid lane no matter what, right? I would start looking at places where things they're potentially not. And start mining... Okay. Nice double kill there. Okay. All right. Here I am judging you, and you're getting double kills left and right. But for me, it's aerial denial, right? Like, I'm looking to mine out these places. Make it super difficult for this troll to get any sort of farm, and to always expect a mine on the high ground, going in from low to high. Because then he'll be like, I don't want to farm top. I don't want to farm in the jungle because it's not safe. You always want him to think about, you know, you. Think of yourself as an ex-lover of his, and you always want to be in his head. Even when he's with that new girl. Sorry, that's a really bad analogy. But you want to be in his head. You want to play the mind games. You want to be mental, right? You want to be consistently pushing it out, right? And all of your mines have been in somewhat predictable areas in that sense. In the sense that it's like right here. Like, okay, a little bit of tower damage. You're trying to bait him out. Go! Alright. Another? Okay, okay. You're just like walking right into these, right?
I admit
You're controlling the mid lane, which is fine. But at some point, they're going to jump on you, right? They're going to get the jump on you, right? And I feel like you could control all of this and this if the mines were in those places, right? Let the mid push or whatever. Let your your team get the amount of farm that they need. But again, for me, it's about aerial denial. That's the way I like to play Techies. When I hate myself, when I'm cutting my own wrists. That's usually when I play Techies. I've done it before, by the way. I have like at least 5 games under Techies, 3 to 5 games. Not very many. But sometimes I hate myself, and that's why I play Techies. Nice hook, bro strike, global silence on that one. Nice stasis, gonna trap them all in. And how much can you get it? Nice blast off. That did catches on both. The silence was the massive part. And it looks to turn this, continuing to run on through. Oh, they got the bro strike. They found the Tinker, but the Pudge found him, and that hook shot, and that's gonna be the silencer getting smarter. They've got you. Do you walk away? No. The wards will end up getting you in the end. The troll doing a lot with that berserker rage. And with that combination with that ward, and the Tinker's actually going to blink on, sorry, TP on forward. We've gotten 3 so far. Berserker really, sorry, the troll really needs to be gated. That's like the big thing. Another thing to note is that we haven't really seen the impact of this Broodmother, right? Like generally speaking, when you see a Brood, you're probably not going to see him until he's like at your high ground. Right? So I feel like this Brood really hasn't done his job. I feel like he's had these items for a long time, and he's really been stopped. And that might be because of the fact that, like, obviously your Tinker is starting to make his presence known throughout the entire map. But with Tinker being able to push out all the lanes with March, again, this is more reason for you to just jungle up, or sorry, to mine up the jungle. Right? Because then, where can they farm? Where can that troll go? Right? Especially with that Tinker there. This should be easy pickings for that tower here. Open it up for more for the outpost, and now comes your Brood, which is very, very late. Glyph being used to save them one more time. The Tinker in the bottom. Yeah, like he should be the one pushing. You should be, other than deleting your hero from the game. Oh, they tried to go for the Force Glimmer. Silence up on the lone Druid. The bear's getting beat up on. The blast off does silence the troll, but I'm not sure if that's the one you want. Nice Yules there. So the blast off, that little combination works. Is that an urn or a vessel? It's just an urn. Okay. So not a whole lot of damage. The hook is going to miss. The stasis is going to stop at least the creeps. And mind you, Earthshaker has not used his echo yet. He keeps getting hit, so we can't get that perfect link echo off. Yeah, okay. Broodmother had to second guess where that mine was, using his other senses to kind of sense where it was. Hook shot. The hook is going to miss. Bro strike here. Okay, through it all, now the Sand King is getting pipe. This is very, very late. Okay? Look, if you're going up against the Tinker or Zeus, if somebody goes first item pipe, that person, that Zeus Tinker, will probably have a rougher time. Probably not have as good of a game. Like, they can snowball out of control because of all this magic damage that they're going to do. This Tinker could be a problem, and, like, he's starting to get there, right? He's getting the right items, and his presence is pushing out all of the lanes, which creates more space for you guys. And again, I don't like, you know... Oh, got some mines up there. The epicenter is now being used, and the echo will lock in the lone Druid. It was a little too deep. The Pudge has been trapped in with the wards. They do get the kill up on the Sand King, but he dies in the end for that. And yeah, it's time for you guys to just kind of retreat at this point, I would think. You have a Force Staff. Why aren't you using it? Why don't you swap in? I don't know what time you got it, but 29 minutes. 29:06. I feel like, oh, like you could have forced him back. You could have saved your buddy. But instead, what did you do? Like a Techie. Like a true sicko. Just placing more mines. Yeah, you don't even notice these. You probably could have saved your silencer. Probably could have gone to the low ground. You probably could have gone. But you'd rather hold a sentry, fine. But for 30 seconds, you're gonna... Alright, I've got a countdown. I feel like I should create... If I had any sort of computer graphics ability, I would put up a countdown right now. Oh, now you do. Oh. No, you still don't put it in. No, still don't react. Okay. Ah, there we go. Alright, it was at least a minute, I would say. Okay. 1,700 gold. What's the next big item for you? Wow. Like, I understand why you do this, the soul ring and the dropping. Obviously, it's part of the cooldowns, right? Just so other people know. Obviously, you and I know, Techies. But, yeah, like, you just constantly put it in the mid lane, right? And this is where you're forcing things, but I feel like the Tinker should just be marching here. You just constantly just fortify this stuff so that the Dire can never go into other lanes. Alright, let's fast forward this because I feel like a lot of the same. 1.5. Alright, more remote mine. Just that's how you're gonna farm. This Pudge in a really bad position. Oh, nice two-man stun on this one. The epicenter is being channeled. And this global silence has now been used. They do get the Hex up on the Broodmother who uses his BKB and everybody's on. Out of there. Get out of there. I probably would not fight here. They get the Hex up on your Spirit Bear. His name is Beam. I think it'd be cool if you could name your bear. That's just me. Okay, so that's gonna end that one. And this Spirit Bear is starting to get scary. He's got AC, Mjolnir. He's gonna get Basher up next. Like, this guy's gonna start racking it up. Yeah, you should got Roach a while ago. You've had all this control in the mid lane and like really no space for this troll to actually get any farm. Like, he's had BKB up in his queue for like the longest time. Okay, so now you're making your way around. Get some more mines up. Oh, get the chick, Oh, your base damage is so low. You've taken out the soul ring. Okay. Obviously for sentries. Lone Druid, soloing the, Is he really a lone Druid when he has a bear? Hey, J Games. Alright, so this game is almost over, J Games, don't worry. Okay, so got Roshan there, or sorry, got the Aegis, probably with a lone Druid. Ooh, Paladin Sword, quite good. Who does he give it to though? He's got Vambrace on the lone Druid himself. He actually keeps it. Yeah, he changes it up with the bear. So you have all of this control. You've made it so difficult to come on out, but most of your mines has just been happily farming in the mid lane. Like, the Tinker can be doing that. Like, you don't need to be doing that. I feel like the Tinker should just be marching lanes, and then you marching or you mining up everything else. Oh, the force forward, and Techies too quick. So they're gonna get the top lane. Yeah, this bear is gonna be tough to deal with. But Troll does have his BKB now, so he's got his third big item. Hex in as well. The Shaman, why would you go so far up? That was actually really bad positioning by that Shaman. Right? If the fight happens, he needs to be in the back and then just kind of Hex, shackle people on the end. Yeah, that's going to be easy. T2. And Sand on top of that. Got the tower. Global Silence has now been used. The Troll is here. Hasn't popped his BKB. He doesn't need to yet. And they're looking to buy back from the Tinker. Oh my gosh. Okay, the Earthshaker dies in the end. Broodmother is getting slowly whittled down, and the Troll goes down. Wow. How did the Troll not BKB? Wow. Okay. As a core, we talk about how good a BKB is, right? But the thing is that if you do not use your BKB, then we got a problem. Then your item sucks, right? So you got two buybacks here. Oh, the Troll just gets... Now he's going to use the BKB. Just clicked as well, and that's going to turn that around. Berserker Rage going on in. The Blast Off don't really care. He's going to continue to go on in, but that BKB is only 10 seconds. Now it's kind of on cooldown, and he's going to suffer, right? So through it all, no pipe. Right? Hasn't been able to deal with all this magic damage. Oh, the hook is off, just off the mark. They lost the top rack so far. The range that is that she can continually just siege and just do a ton of work. The wards are now being used defensively, and they're just Shackle the Bear trying to protect the melee racks. Doesn't really happen. Oh, wow. That bear does go down very, very quickly in the end. And what else can they catch? Blink? He does have Blink? Oh, he does. Nice bro strike. Aegis has now been popped. Cleave. That's going to catch at least the Sand King. He's going to try to back on. He's been silenced. The Pudge. And he's been hexed in for the lone druid. The Tinker is here. He has, mind you, he did buy back for this. So they might be in a problem. The troll is looking to continue on fight. But, hey, why is everyone running when your troll is looking to fight? He doesn't have rage. He's been hexed and he dies for 120 seconds. That's a dieback. I believe that's a dieback. Let me just check. Yeah, that's a dieback for him. This is probably the end of it because when your core dies like that, you got a problem on, as I say that, the lone druid getting jumped on here. And the Earthshaker gets controlled. Not really much you can do. The Sand King gets a nice bro strike, but man, I think you're in a bad spot right now. They need to fix the lanes. They need to protect themselves. They need to heal up. Buy a little bit of time. You got 90 seconds. Got to save this troll. What can you do? And yeah, this is really coming back to this Brood, right? Like, this guy is not a late game hero, right? If you weren't pushing high ground, and again, all 3 lanes, none of them are high ground at this stage. This Brood did not do his job. He needs to provide that space, push everybody back so that, you know, your team can just get happily farmed. And so, yes, the Techies right here has been ooh, you got forced on forward. Yeah, you're silenced, you're dead, shackled. And you've been turned into a Spiderling. You come back to Spider-Man, maybe. We'll see how that one goes. Tinker pushing the bottom lane, does a Hex, obviously, and has Ags, probably needs the Blessing. He's probably looking to just swap that in and out. Brood, on the other hand, look at this, the Shackle on the Catapult, because you can't really handle that in any other way. But yeah, 40 seconds should pass by. That troll should be up in no time. We'll just speed things up, because right now it's just going to be a matter of waiting. Pushing out, fixing the lanes. Alright, hang on, some fights are going on. DD on the bear. They do need to be careful. Oh, that's sinking so low. That Earthshaker, why are you there, sir? Oh my gosh. Spiderlings, like, micro this stuff. You've just given away so much gold. This Broodmother. Oh my god. Alright, as a Broodmother, man, if you're giving away your Spiderlings, you're playing to lose. You're losing. You're playing very poorly. Because, nice hook, Brood, the BKB. And the troll is looking to just kill the bear. They do kill it then. Cleave, that looks just silly on that Broodmother there. Rage has now been used, but the Hex up on the Pudge, they have him stuck in, but that's really not the guy you want to get on. Like, you're wasting a lot of time on this Pudge. Yes, he's got a little bit of control and all that stuff, but oh god, the troll dies again. Buyback from the Pudge. Like, again, we're going to talk about prioritization. We'll talk a lot about this on the stream. Who needs to die first? The Shackles? Oh, this. I mean, we'll just call him Shackles. We'll call him by his ability name. But the Shaman needs to die first. Sand King probably a second. Like, there's so much control, right? That's, as a Radiant team, that's who I'm focusing on. I'm looking to just stop these guys because they're going to control my cores. Now, as the Radiant team, who am I looking to, as the Dire team, who am I looking to focus on? Nice hook there. They're going to get the Broodmother. That's going to be all she wrote, I'm pretty sure. Fast forward this. But, like, the Silencer, the Tinker, like, these are probably the guys that you want to be aiming for. The squishier guys, right? I mean, if he's already casted his Global Silence, maybe not as much. Nice Echo there. 3-man Echo. Does catch him out. The Pudge will probably die. That's a dieback for him. Sand King is very low. And this is what the power of the Silencer, right? We had a shitty early game. But with all of these kills and just being in the vicinity, just all that permanent intel, just stolen. Moon Shards. Like, I don't need Force Staff. I don't need to get away. I don't need to play like a support when literally I may be the smartest guy in the room at this point, right? Buyback from the Sand King. Just oh, the blast off. He's so low. Wow. My Sand King playing with fire. Super low. Oh, pick up these mangoes, man. I'm just kidding. Alright. The GGs have been called out. That was the offensive one by that Silencer. We shall fast forward this. Because it's all about sieging, right? It's wasting time, obviously, because they're just waiting for their cores to come back. More mine in there. Like, I feel like, okay, I'm going to say things about the Techies of where I think the mine should be, right? But, like, I'm no terrorist, right? Like, I don't know what you're thinking. Obviously, you're thinking just to push mid and to create, you know, havoc. And at this point, I think it's fine. But I think in that mid stage, I think that this would have been a little bit more of a value add, because if you stop that troll from getting the BKB, I think that that would have been way better than just constantly pushing out the mid lane. Because you have other ways, this lone druid who wants to just eat up those creep waves. And I feel like even net worth wise, if your lone druid or tinker would do it, they would close out the game faster. You're just slowing the game down. You can just inevitably, like, what is the next big item that you're looking to get, right? Like, you got BOT. Do you really need BOT? Or would you rather have your Spirit Bear, which I can't find, have that 6th item, right? Like, you're essentially stealing some of his farm. And what you could have done is denied and taken out some of the jungle creeps with your own mining, okay? So that's going to be the end of what I say in terms of the Techies, because again, everyone plays very differently. Oh my god, that sounds like it doesn't work. Smarter. 52 intel stolen. Oh my god. Yeah, and they're gonna find the Sand King, who bought back. The insta hex. He's got nowhere to go. That hook's gonna miss. Apparently, he's too slow to be hooked. But yeah, it's interesting that you would recommend this game, because I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, in a losing game, oh, nice hook there. Nice hex. Broodmother's here. Broodmother angry. He's gonna back on out forward. He should be fine. Another hook. No, they got the cleave up on the Broodmother, but people are focused on the troll. Yeah, you're not gonna. Like, this Tinker's gotten to the point where space was provided, and then he's just kind of dominating this lane. Or dominating the game. Like, you have a lone druid who can just kind of make sure he closes out the game, but there's really not much else that you need to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, even with all these kills, the silencer is just getting ridiculous. 60 intel stolen. That's redonkulous. Like, this Tinker don't care. Tinker inside Fountain. Fountain diving. Why not? Oh, he's gonna BKB. He's gonna turn this around. Punch like, oh, I regret everything. I regret everything. Nope. Control. Trying to Manta out of that, and he's gonna die. Yeah. So yeah. All right. That should be the end of that. So GG. Thank you for these replay submissions. Until next time, please give a like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. If you want to get your game analyzed or casted, please let me know. Send me the game ID. My name is Holler. You can find me at Holler TV on YouTube and Twitch, and I do this every single day, weekday. And I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much.